Hello all and welcome back to the Walrus Plays Brotato. I'm giving the game another try again today. I've had a few fun attempts and I'm debating which character to try out next. There are a few more silly ones, I think, that might be amusing. I mean, we've got the Saver, who gets extra materials and extra harvesting, which is quite cool. And extra damage is interesting. I wonder if that decreases as you spend them. The other one I'm having a think about, I mean, this one's interesting. Harvesting modifications are increased by 50%. Minus 100%. Oh. Okay. So you lose all of your materials every wave. But everything's cheaper. But damage is lower. Okay. I'm going to give the Chunky a go. I'm very curious about this one. So HP modifications are increased. Increased damage based on HP. More recovered. No, like minus 100% lifesteal. Okay. Health regeneration modifications are reduced. Dodge is reduced by 50%. But speed modifications are reduced by 100. So speed is not something I want any of. So I've got a few selections for equipment. I think the Ghost Scepter is going to be the most sensible, because if HP gives me more damage, something that gives me HP will make me more powerful. Surely that's exactly how this works. I mean, of course, I've got to kill 20 of these little buggers before the end of the wave, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get that. We'll see, though. Kill, kill, kill. There we go. We got a level up. So that's what gave me the HP, not the equipment. Well, that's still good. We hopefully will have a bit more going on. Let's re-roll that and go for... Don't want speed. We want HP. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Ghost Flint. Re-roll and increase with the Ghost Scepter, and we're going to have some more engineering just in case. I'm going to lock in the Alien Tongue. Now I'm going to combine the scepters because I want them to level me up faster. So let's see if this works. And the Ghost Dagger is really there mainly because the attack speed would be really good as well. But we'll see how well this goes for me, because I mean, I've got 17 health, so I know as soon as I get 18, then we know we've achieved, well, other than the level up, of course. Okay, so we gained more HP there. Now, let's see how well this goes. We don't want speed again. We don't want lifesteal. Attack speed. Yes, that's what we want. Well, we'll take the Alien Tongue. I do like the idea of the wrench, because in slapping down some turrets as well might be quite good. I'm surprised, though. I was expecting the Chunky character to be slower than they actually are. They're not as slow as I was expecting, to be fair. Well, let's give them a good stabbing over here, so we got a few more kills. Excellent, and a few more. Because attack speed would be quite good to improve. I mean, of course, every stat is good to improve, really. But lifesteal, and not lifesteal, sorry, but the attack speed will be really useful. Let's go with some more HP for some more damage. We'll have, I think the Alien Eyes would be a really good one as well. So we're going to grab the wrench, we're going to grab the Ghost Scepter, and we're going to quickly re-roll to see what we get. So I'm going to grab those two, go on next floor. Next wave. Pop. I need, obviously, an improved Ghost Scepter again, because the HP boost is where we're going for. And we've got 2 of them now, so there's a more chance to actually do some damage. And, of course, we're getting more HP as we go. And, again, more damage is more, more HP is more damage. So, I wonder if I can get above above 100 is not too much of a problem. But I wonder if I can get above 200. That would be interesting. But I'm curious. And dodge is not something that I can really do as this character, I don't believe. And that could be a serious drawback to me. I'm going to go with some HP, with some engineering goodies. So I want the Alien Eyes, but I want the bag as well. Well, I don't know, I have enough for that. So we've got 2 turrets, we've got, and then a couple of ghost weapons. Because the trade-off with the ghost weapons is they do give you dodge, but lower your armor. And if dodge isn't a thing that works out very well for this character, well, I might be in a little bit of a sticky mess. But hey, we're still going to give it a good go, shooting stuff and killing trees and grabbing what we can. Okay, we've got some more HP. That's good. And some more HP again from the level up. The wrenches, I mean, I'm not expecting much from the wrenches themselves, but the turrets, they're just going to give me slow, steady additional damage. And that's something that, having played through as the engineer quite early on in my playthroughs, it just makes such a big difference. It really does. Okay, so we'll have some increased damage. Let me double check. So dodge modifications reduced by 50%. So I still have a dodge opportunity. It's not impossible to dodge. Oh, okay. Let's go with this one first. We're going to take this. We're going to take the alien eyes. We are going to combine those. We're going to combine these. And then we'll combine the ghost flints as well. I think we'll take this for the increased elemental and melee damage. So currently we've been given 6 HP from the Ghost Scepter and no attack speed boosts yet. So let's see if we can get some of that going. That's where we want. Of course, we want like a big horde of enemies to come charging at us, especially since we've got one. Well, we only have one ranged weapon at the moment, so some ranged weapons would be good. Now, the alien eyes, because their damage is based off of your HP, being that I'm a character that needs HP, that will be useful. Now, I believe that there's no way of increasing the rate at which the alien eyes attack, or, well, they appear or spawn, or however they're supposed to be described as such, which is a shame, but I don't think there's much else I can do on that front. Now, lifesteal is not something that's going to be particularly good for me, since that's a minus 100, but I do want some HP regeneration as well. Now, the question is, how can I get some of that on the go? Let's give a quick reroll. Oh, Scared Sausage, Cyberball. So that's based off of my luck, and luck will be a good one. Attack speed range, yeah, so we've got a couple of things we've got locked in. Dropping down to only a single turret, but the single turret itself is a flamethrower turret now, so again, based off of elemental damage. But the more alien eyes is good, because that means more things will be hit and softened up from range with that. Again, based off 50% of my actual HP, which means I'm going to be doing a nice 23 or 22, depending on the rounding of them damage. Looks like it's 20... Okay, that was 28. So, yeah, maybe I'm blind. Yeah, maybe I am an idiot. I can't read 3s and 8s, allegedly. Oh well. Okay, that one did 30. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Either way, damage was done. Yeah. I don't care. Maybe it is factored by the damage increase. I'm not sure. It could be the case. I don't know. If it is, oh well, that's a good thing. Let's re-roll it and let's have some more harvesting for now. So I'm going to take the Poisonous Tonic. Now, that does reduce my regeneration and my life steal. So, I don't lose HP, which is something I was expecting, to be fair, with the HP regeneration being a -1. I'm kind of glad it isn't the case. But oh well, let's keep going. Stabby, stabby. Okay, so we've got the Flamethrower turret. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it is some extra damage. But I really want to get to the next level of turret, the laser turret, because the laser turret has a better range and does, of course, do more damage. Whilst the flame turret, if I combine that with some of the other things, like the snake, which means that burning spreads to nearby enemies, and generally, because I've got the Scared Sausage as well, that can also give me more burning damage applied to all sorts of different enemies. Which is kind of really where I'm looking for at the moment, because softening enemies up quickly and easily is not a bad thing. Of course, with food giving me 6 HP, I really want to get something like a pair of pruners, because the pruners will give me a garden, or otherwise just gardens in general. Ooh, that's quite good. Again, for HP opportunities and healing. Yeah, we'll have some more attack speeds, so that's really good. We're going to go with 9 HP. We're going to take the Ghost Flint 3. We're going to grab those. We're going to take the... take the Scared... Is that Scared? Or, it is a Scared Sausage, not Sacred, isn't it? You know when you have a brain fart and you can't read, apparently. Okay, so we've now got 5 stat boosts from the attack speed. We've gained 13 HP. Now we've got a nice, pretty potent tier 4 Ghost Flint. So that's pretty good. So we've got my Ghost Shiv. There we go. Splat. Now, being that this is wave 9, there are going to be hordes of enemies coming through at us, which means, theoretically, the Ghost Flint will be a really good weapon here for improving my attack speed. Now, I was very pleasantly surprised by the impact of attack speed on the Doctor, because the increased attack speed from the medical devices was phenomenal, and essentially became a machine gun. And I'm thinking that if I can wrangle more attack speed boosts, like there's another one, I should be able to do a lot more effective damage to my enemies much, much faster. And that's really what I'm after at this point. However, I would like to actually do a solid amount of damage as well. But of course, the higher the attack speed, the easier it should be for me to keep the herds thinned down. There we go, so some more HP there. And some more harvesting as well. So we're going to take another Cyber Ball. And we will take... You know what? I will take some dodge. No, I know it's not going to be like the biggest thing in the world, but it is useful. So we've got 2 Cyber Balls, but we need to start buffing luck right now. So what can we do to buff some luck? Well, we'll take the defective steroids. That may be good. We can take the scar. You know what? Oh no, because there's no lifesteal, so the medical guns are actually kind of pointless in that regard. So what we'll do is we'll take the wheelbarrow, take the boxing glove, so we can do more knockback. We'll take engineering improvements. No, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Riposte, that might be good, but I will take more HP from consumables, and I will take the shredder. My playthrough with the Artificer recently has meant that I've really understood and appreciated how effective explosive damage really is. And it's a lot more effective than I had anticipated it to be, because the wide area helps to clear out foes. And maybe that's something I think I should look at, is I'm wondering what would happen with a good stack of elemental damage and kind of aiming down the flamethrower route if flamethrowers became an option for me. Now, of course, with my luck being my stat for the Cyber Ball, because that improves the damage from it, of course that then does lead me to get more shiny things that I want out of every encounter with the enemies here. Now, of course, we're at wow, 78 health so far, so I'm feeling reasonably tanky there. Of course, I do want to get more. Now, when it comes to HP like this in the same way, the other character that I'm looking at playing soon is the Golem, where you have no ability to heal in any way, shape or form. You have to rely on just improving your HP, and that does make me a little unnerved. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to improve that. Now, Warrior Helmet. Do I want that? I'll be slower, but armor. Yeah, we'll do it. Ooh. Yes, and yeah, we'll have the skip. Okay, so it's still a 25% chance. I wonder if that does actually stack so that we have a 50% because I've got 2, or is it still only 25%, but each of them has an opportunity of activating? I don't know. I've never had 4 scared sausages. I mean, this guy's definitely on fire, so I don't care. Yeah, go away. Pew, pew, pew. Keep hitting things with sticks and keep on going. Oh, more HP from leveling up. Excellent. Now, the wrenches themselves, again, if I can get those upgraded, that's great. Because the extra just continuous damage from the turrets is genuinely surprising. It's not going to win me a run, I don't think. Not in this way. But it is going to give me something to kind of give the enemies something to deal with, because they don't attack the turrets, but they will just take repeated damage from them, and I then don't have to worry as much about as many enemies on the board, which is probably for the best, in honesty. Well, we're nearly at 100 HP. 90 is pretty good so far. I'm going to take some more engineering to make my turrets better. So we're going to take the Cyber Ball, we're going to take the wrench, and I think the little frog might be quite good. Reroll. Let's go with more HP from consumables. So, I think consumables now are giving me a good... must be a 10 HP when I eat one. I should probably check. That would be, you know, vaguely sensible. So when I take some damage, I'll grab a bit of fruit on the floor. But I do very much want to get the garden item or some of the pruners for the exact reason of getting... Okay, 8. So it was 6, but then I gained... Oh, I must have grabbed something that gives you less food from consumables. I must have done. Oh, no, I had 8 health missing. Ah, okay, so I need to actually take some damage. Come on, hurt me. No, okay, well, I'm back to full health again. That's annoying. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Well, I'm sure I'm gaining... I think there's a stat that I can check on the secondary stats page. I should probably actually do that rather than trying to just injure myself for the sake of finding out what the hell's going on. At the same time, I'm sure, like many of us out there, when it comes to playing video games, the first thing you do is to see if there's full damage. I do that quite frequently. Okay, speed, but no negative luck. No, I actually want the other way round, to be fair. More attack speed, though. I will take that. I didn't realise I had 75 attack speed. That's pretty saucy. Okay, well, I want the baby gecko. What's my secondary? Okay, so... Consumables heal 6. Oh. Okay. Maybe it's 9 because of the flat +3 from being the chunky boy. Okay, so we'll take that. I think we'll take... Oh. Yeah, we'll take the shady potion because that's nice luck. Reroll. Oh, another scared sausage. And alien eyes again. We'll take the scared sausage for now. We'll take the alien eyes and we'll lock the pencil in as well. So let's have a quick look and see. I don't think there's a stat for... like a cap for attack speed, but we've got 28% increase from just the ghost flint itself. And the scepter's giving me 25 HP. So we're sitting quite pretty on that one. Now, I believe the damage is a percentage, yes. So, I'm getting plus 31% damage, so that's nice, but it's thankfully not... Well, I say thankfully. It's not a flat 31 extra damage, which would be absurdly powerful. But all the same. Right, let's just mulch all of these enemies here quickly. And, again, the damage we've got is pretty damn good, so... Hopefully we'll get a few more enemies coming a bit closer so I can give them a good stabbing with this ghost knife. Seeing that I only need to kill 12 enemies to improve my attack speed, that's going to be a good shout. Now, 100% improves attack speed will be very dangerous, I think. Especially with some weapons. But for now, it's like 70% or so, which I've got is definitely seeming to work very well. And we're gaining health from pickups of material, which is again very helpful because I don't have the ability to lifesteal, which is fair enough. Okay, so we've now got less, well, like a decent chunk missing from HP, so let's actually see how much HP doesn't matter. Round over. Well, we'll take a helmet for armor because armor's good. We will re-roll that one. We're going to go with some more damage. Okay, so we'll have the alien eyes, we'll have the tardigrade, we'll have the pencil, wandering bot will lock in, and re-roll... you know what? None of them are looking that saucy, but we might take the head injury. Okay, so we're at 98 HP, and I'm enjoying the alien eyes because the more of them you have, the bigger the radius it goes. Well, the bigger the radius, the more shots you have each time. So we're getting, again, an easy amount of continuous damage that I don't have to deal with or worry about. Which, to be fair, since the weapons are auto-attacking, there's very little I actually have to deal with. Now, this should be nice and easy. Well, I don't really want to actually put my foot in it and say something's easy, because every time I do something like that, I'm going to die. So I'm painfully aware that I'm an idiot and that sort of stuff happens. So let's keep slicing my way through enemies here. Okay, so we got 9 from that piece of food. So that's kind of what I was expecting HP-wise. So yeah, it's 6 plus the 3 for being the chunky. Okay, sick. Let's keep slapping things repeatedly and get them to go away. And, come on, eat knife. 51 extra plus 3 more. Okay, let's try and buff up the critical chance. We'll take some landmines. We'll take the wandering bot. Take a head injury. Reroll for some... I have a lower than average range. Range. Do I don't know. Speed isn't actually going to... No point in speed because of who I am. There's literally no point in speed. HP regeneration... maybe? but I'll be reducing my range damage again. So I do actually need to start buffing the range damage stat flat there. So let's see what we can do with that. So, again, the Ghost Scepter is doing work. It's slowly killing stuff, and along with the Shredder, but I don't really have that much. I still need another weapon, but I don't know what I want. If I see something that's, you know, excites me, I should probably grab it, but I haven't seen anything that's sort of leaping out at me. I mean, something like, I guess like the sniper gun would be pretty good, but something with a high damage but low rate of fire, which combined with my increased attack speed that I'm getting from the knife, it might work out quite well. And, yeah, as we've seen, if I can get up to like a nice 200% attack speed, that'd be devastating. Well, the thing is, we're already on wave 15. We're actually churning through this game. I'm quite surprised at how well we've done so far. I guess because the Chunky is one of the characters you unlock early on, or actually is automatically unlocked for you. So, maybe they're not quite as hard to play as. I'm not sure. We'll have some more luck. Okay, so we're going to combine the Ghost Scepter, and the tool. There's not much point in me taking it because I don't have the option on that one. Although the campfire might be quite good. Let's do that. Now I wonder, because this is where I can test something. If the campfire, being that it's negative speed, doesn't do anything, then I know that the negative applications of speed are also reduced by 100%, and then really anything that's negative speed I can take with impunity. I have no issues, no worries. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Sorry, that was an unusual interlude for me right there. So, I'm just going to slice my way through these horrible creatures, and again, hopefully, get some more attack speed from the Knife of Death. Because the Knife of Death is exactly the accurate term of the stabby Ghost Flint. There we go. Still slicing my way through everything at the moment, and it seems to be alright. I think because I've got such a high HP, I'm less concerned about walking through enemies. Usually by this point in the game I've gone like, oh, I've only got 30 HP because I'm an idiot. Okay, so oh, hello. Minus damage, minus speed, but melee damage massively increases. Okay, there we go. We now can see that speed negatives do nothing. This is perfect. Now, because the damage is 66%, yeah, so it looks like the alien eyes are also modified by the damage percentage. So that's another powerful thing. We'll take the damage as well. Now, it does reduce my damage, but also then increases it slowly. So we'll take this, take that, reroll Baby Gecko. Yes, we will. Boom, there we go. We've got a red Ghost Scepter. That's made my life a hell of a lot easier. I'm going to keep the Ritual there for damage, but the lifesteal isn't as big of a thing because, of course, I don't steal any HP, and I don't think well, I'm not going to get enough to actually make that viable. I need some ranged damage. That's what I really need. But what I could do is scrap the Ghost Scepter that's... Oh, that does look impressive. That's the blue one, the Tier 2 Ghost Scepter, and swap that out for a different weapon when I get the opportunity. Of course, Focus wouldn't be the ideal high-end Tier 4 equipment for me, because that does increases your reduces your attack speed based on the different number of weapons that you have, whereas Spider does the opposite, increases your attack speed based on the different weapons. That's probably where I'm going to have to try and go down if I get the opportunity, because having all the different weapon options, hey, there's nothing wrong with having 6 different weapons, and at the same time there's nothing wrong with having 6 of the same weapon. Just how the cookie crumbles and what works for your run at the time. Now, the Baby Gecko might be giving me a little bit of an advantage because, of course, having some material just automatically finding its way into my pockets is always nice. So we're going to take some increased luck for a 55 luck. So we will then have Cyclops Worm. That's good. Now, melee damage is very high, so actually, melee equipment might be quite good. Now, the spear's got quite the range on it, hasn't it? That's an impressive range. I mean, I've not really tried much in the way of the primitive weapons so much. Okay, so I'm going to flog the this one, recycle it. I'm going to buy that shredder. I'm going to improve my range damage. I'm going to lock that one into place because I think it'll be funny just to improve more HP from food. And again, I wouldn't mind more alien eyes. That would be quite entertaining to get more of those. And again, scared sausages. I think I've got 3 now. So I've got if in theory a 75% chance of setting you on fire if I hit you. So maybe we'll see soon enough though if I do get a 4th one, because then it'll either be 100% or it'll be, and then everything's on fire, or well, it might just not be. Not sure. We'll see. Those eyes are doing a lot of damage, and because they're a constant Nova Ring burst, they're doing quite a lot of area of effect damage, which is great. I'm always going to be excited about that. Yes, go away. Get shot. Eat bullets. Now, of course, the high luck stat is, of course, very helpful for obtaining more chests of shiny things. And again, never going to be upset about that. So let's slice our way through once more. And, well, wave over. That was easy. Okay, we'll get another weird food, alright. Let's have some dodge. Minus lifesteal, but more HP. XP gain. Okay. Literally no drawback to that one for me. An incendiary turret. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And a glass cannon. Increased damage, but minus armor. We'll give it a go. So, I mean, our attack speed is 89. Wow, we gained 43% off of this. And that's 43 HP as well. That's given us 1. Woo! Yeah, I do need some another couple of weapons, but what is a different question. Just got to figure out something though. Like, if I get like a tier 3 weapon maybe offered, that might be kind of the kick in the right direction for it, because I don't really want a very low tier weapon. Now, of course, some of the weapons only spawn as tier 3 or higher. I think like the minigun and the rocket. And actually, no, I've seen tier 2 rocket launchers. So some weapons will be more effective and more beneficial to me, essentially. Let's just walk through the enemies and give them a good poke in the eye with a ghost flint. Again, hope for more increased attack speed, because, yeah, why would I not want that? And of course, slapping another incendiary turret, which I'm getting 1 from the wrench. Another one would be, again, just a little bit more extra damage, but I wouldn't mind getting the thing that does the spreading of burning damage. Especially if I do a, 75 to 100% chance of actually setting something on fire. Now, armor, let's slap some more of that on. Right, we'll take the glass cannon, we'll take the XP. Now, I've got 4 alien eyes, so that's good. Where's the scared sausages? You know when you're blind for a minute, you just go brain fog. Okay, so we do have a 75% chance of setting somebody on fire. Okay, we've now got 4 of them. So we do have this potential 100% chance of actually setting something on fire. And we're on Rave 20 already. Goodness gracious. Well, let's see how well this goes. The increased attack speed might work out okay. So we're giving the boss a good stabbing. You know, run circles around him, hopefully to run them as much as possible with their horrible, annoying shots. It looks like they've got a potato in their hands. And no, go away. I'm going to just kill all your friends first, because they are there and they're annoying me. Well, 31 seconds to go. Now, let's have a look. The trouble is I'm killing stuff too quickly for me to see if I'm actually setting them on fire. I kind of want to buy like a really pants SMG just to see. Oh, he's got us pinned slightly, which is annoying. Oh, come on. I don't think I'm going to kill it. Not this wave. No, I'm not going to kill it. That's a shame. Not the end of the world. On to the next one. So we'll take another Cyclops worm. I really need to start buffing that armor up. Sorry, not armor. Speed. No, range. Range. There we go. So we're going to buff the range up slightly there. Okay, so we'll take the negative speed, because negative speed does nothing. Don't care. Reroll. Okay, we got a pistol there. That's actually pretty good. I don't have 293, so we'll swap out the tier 2 Ghost Scepter and go for that pistol, because it's a gun. It does something. But unless another tier 3 or 4 weapon avails itself to me, I think that's really the best plan of action at this point. Again, I'm just murdering stuff too quickly to see if it just does get set on fire. Well, other than the tough boys, which, I mean, that one's on blue flames, which means it's been a little bit too close to the incendiary turrets, and okay, both of those are on fire. So maybe it does stack for a full 100%. That's my current gaming theory. It's certainly a possibility. If that is the case, that's great. If not, oh well, I've got 4 of them, and I don't care, because sausages. Yeah. Okay, we've got 12 seconds, 10 now to go. Nearly killed them all. Killed the tree. I mean, we're sludging the trees in one hit. Now, one of the things I do want to do is look at possibly doing a pacifist run to try and get the 10 trees slapped down. Well, that one's, of course, fantastically useful. Range. Okay. So, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to take this one. We can't take anything else right now. So, we'll just re-roll once. Nothing else is screaming high value at me. So, on to the next. We do need some more ranged damage, though. And the pistols got quite a nice rate of fire now because of the increased rate of from the Ghost Flint, stacking a bunch of bonuses for us, which is great. Its damage is acceptable. It's not a small amount, but it's not like the highest. Again, we need a better weapon, but right now I need a blue wrench, a tier 2 wrench, so I can then make a red turret, a tier 4 turret. And if as soon as I get that, then, well, I'll be in a much better place to swap out for another gun, so I can keep the pistol and have something else. Currently we're, what, wave 22, and we're actually 170 health. And one of the things that would be absolutely devastating, I think, for this particular character is if I'd managed to get the second stomach, or extra stomach, whatever it's called, which gives you an extra HP up to a maximum of 10 for every consumable you consume when you're at full HP. That would be devastating. Okay, we'll take a turret, that's fine. Okay, we've actually got a reasonable range now, so I think we'll take 4 range damage. Right, so lifesteal isn't a problem for me on this one, so armor's good. And we're losing some HP regeneration, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this one, gain 1 material when killing an enemy with a critical hit. Now, critical chance, we've got a 19% chance of a crit. So we don't have anything that's particularly crit orientated. So I think things like the dagger and the thief knife, or thief's dagger, they do give you an increase on the critical, unless I'm just chatting nonsense and have been looking at only within certain player characters. Because Crazy does, I think, start with a much higher critical chance. I'm not sure, though. All the same, we're charging on through. I'd like to get to 200 HP before we get to wave 40. Sorry, not wave 40, wave 30. Because wave 30 is kind of a bit more sketchy, as there are quite a lot of tough bosses. We actually get 3 of them to fight. And considering I couldn't kill one of them, that might be an issue. But for now, we're still trying to cut our way through. Now, we do have a massively increased melee damage. So maybe something like a shuriken. That might not be a bad idea, because that gives you a 25% bonus of your... I think 25% of your melee damage is allocated to its damage. Ooh, elemental. Yeah, screw it. Let's give that a go. Okay, Ghost Flint, I don't care so much. That'll be fine. Nope. Another set of eyes, another robot arm, and another banner. Yeah, let's do that. The Shredder's not really doing much for me either, so if another weapon comes available after I've sorted out the wrenches, we'll swap the Shredder out for hopefully a better weapon. It's a good weapon, I can't deny it, but it's just not doing much for me right now. And I do think that actually having more alien eyes will be a phenomenally helpful piece of gear, because that's just constant area of effect damage like that. So, we'll see. Okay, so these chunky enemies are just... I'm still doing enough damage, though, that's the thing, because, of course, the higher my HP, the more damage I am going to do. And I think my percentage must be almost 100% increased damage, especially with the HP I've got. Must be doing quite hard. I'll have to have a quick look as soon as we finish this wave. I'm not going to try and... I'm not going to push pause and actually have a look that way. No. blase, munch my way through everything and it doesn't matter. And that is exactly how I operate. Okay, increased damage. So we're at 119. Minus engineering. Yeah, why not? That's more damage. But I have reduced my HP that way, so that could have kicked me in the backside. So got 93% attack speed. Let's take 5 HP regeneration. So it's still not, like, amazing, but it's pretty good. Okay, so our attack speed is 93. That's pretty good. And lifesteal negatives, oh no. Lifesteal and speed negatives are not a problem. The alien eyes like that, it's just doing great work. And yeah, it's every 3 seconds, but it's still, it's a powerful pop. And maybe I wonder if I could get any more of them. I mean, I don't think I've actually ever had this many. But I do want more luck to try and hope for more boxes and more shinies. Because the boxes are going to give me an upgrade at the end of every level. So that'll be quite good. Now, one of the things I haven't tried playing it yet is the mutant, who gives you a spike. Like, I think it's 250 or 200% increase of XP boost. Which means you're going to get a lot more stat ups. But everything in the shop costs more. So items are going to be more hard to come by, so you have to kind of rely on the stat boosts themselves. So I'm curious to see how that plays. Okay, so we've got 2 items. Don't care about that. And yeah, we'll take that. Dodge. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we're going to go with the banners. We've got 100% increased attack speed. Now, let's see what else we can do. Oh, okay. So this is good. Heavy bullets and the potato. So those are fantastic. I'm not going to spin again. I'm just going to stick with what we got and drive on forwards. Wave 26. Okay. Now those tentacles are quite tough customers. Very annoying as well. So maybe some more range wouldn't hurt so I can pick them off from further away. I mean, but the thing is, most of my damage improvements I've got are actually melee orientated. So, do I want to be as far away as possible? But, I mean, I've certainly got the health to walk through enemies. But again, I've got the damage boosts, and I am actually just still slicing through enemies before I get there. So, oh well, we'll give it a go. Hopefully we can get some... Oh, that wasn't clever. That was really, really not clever. Okay, so... There was me being blasé again and going, oh, no, it'll be fine, everything will be okay. And, of course, you didn't drop HP for me. Oh, gosh. This is so not good. Oh, my goodness. 36 HP. Oh, that was too close. I will shamelessly admit that was all kinds of dumb. I'm not going to do that stupid. Well, I'm not going to try and do that stupidity again. Yeah, let's be very much more sensible this time and not walk through hordes of enemies when they can do that much damage to me. That didn't go well. For now, again, let's try and just stick with that nice. We're after 200 HP. And, yeah, hope for the best. Okay, so we're still slicing through them. That's good. We've got 300. We still need more. The potato is quite a potent item because, of course, it's just all stat up. And, yeah, I'm kind of glad I grabbed it. And the other one, though, the heavy bullets for the increased damage is going to be quite helpful. Now, the piercing damage is something I'm not entirely sure I know how that works. Okay, what was that Nova from? So I do really want to actually look into the secondary stats and see what it says about piercing damage. Oh, lummy daisy. I really pushed it way too hard there. So, yeah, I'll take that. Mutation. Yeah, it's decreased speed. I don't care for that. Okay, reroll. Range damage. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's grab that. Let's grab some more landmines. And let's have a look at these secondary stats. So, piercing damage. So, what is piercing actually all to do with? Nope. Are you going to let me? Fine, I'll actually have to use my mouse. Fine. Fine. That's okay. Oh, no. No, maybe not. I know this is going to look real janky. I think the game just doesn't want me to know. Nope. Apparently I'm not allowed to know. was not letting me do whatever I wanted to do. Fine, be like that game. That's very annoying because it has previously allowed me to actually hover over and find out, but oh well. Looks like I'm stuck trying to figure it out. I wonder if piercing damage is a flat amount of damage. Do enemies have armor? I mean, I guess the bone cover, like the ones that look like they've got a rib cage around them, I guess that's armor. Maybe? I mean, I'm not sure. I really don't know. Maybe it's just there's a percentage chance of a piercing shot, and then the piercing damage is improved piercing shot damage. I don't know. I'm going to have to try and figure it out. I really am. Okay, so we're going to get some more HP for picking up consumables. Not consumables. Well, consumables as well as these materials. We've got... whoa. I am pushing it way too close. Take that. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, we've got quite a potent screwdriver there for a landmine every 3 seconds. You know what, let's recycle this. Let's take that because that'll be funny. Okay, right. Are you going to let me... Okay, so are you going to let me actually see, though, what it actually does? Come on. Nope. Nope. Still not letting me do stuff. Fine. I guess that's just what I have to deal with. I don't know. Piercing damage is now 30%. I guess. Okay, so we want to buff the HP by 2 by the end of this level. There we go. That's done. Ah! I guess because I do have the improved HP boost from items and such, and I guess whenever I gain HP from my Ghost Scepter, of course it factors that in as well, which is fantastic. Okay, the tardigrade's keeping me safe again. Oh no, not now anymore. Ah! Oh my goodness gracious, these things hit so hard. This is uncomfortable. And I walked through into bullets again, which again is a common trait of mine. And unfortunately, because I don't have... well, I do have some dodge, just not that much. Oh my... Yeah, okay, there was no... Who's going to get through that? Okay, but... Round has now been completed with Chunky. I'm pretty pleased with that myself. And we have unlocked the Potato Thrower, which is an interesting support weapon. Wow! That's quite a lot of damage. So it's based on your HP and your range damage. Pretty interesting. So that could be interesting. And it's a support weapon, which improves your harvesting. Hopefully we encounter that on the next run. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed my random ramblings as we roll through as a potato. Thank you very much, my Patreon supporters. You're always greatly appreciated. And I will catch you again the next time the Walrus Plays Brotato.